Namaste and good evening. Welcome to Bloom and welcome to the series of Born to Bloom where we are interviewing all the authors. Today it's on the opposite chair. I'm interviewing our very own Mr. Deepak Khemani. He's one of the co-founders of Bloom. Welcome Deepak sir.
Thank you, Val.
You have written a chapter in the Born to Bloom book.
Yes.
Why this story, and please share some takeaways.
Okay. So, if you read the book, it's a story about little 4-5-year-old Deepak who was born, who knows nothing about money. All he knows is there is his grandfather who, when he goes to meet and he, holds on to his kurta and tells him, Nana, kharchi. So that affinity to money, wanting to have something in your hand was there right from childhood. But we never knew what to do with that money. So as a young 4-5-year-old, you gave that money to your mom, who then gave it to my dad, who then in front of me put it into a piggy bank and said, this is your saving, this is what you are doing, and this is what you are doing for your future. And I thought it is very, very relevant because money as an aspect touches every part of our life. Can we live without money? No. Can we do business without money? Can you get married without money? Can you have children without money? No. So everything revolves around money. So that was the reason I thought I would share this money story of mine.
Thank you for sharing. You always talk about compounding. Now that's now my favorite word too. Why?
Yeah, so the previous book which I have written, and it's a #1 bestseller, says compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. And the message which is coming out from there is, whatever you are doing, give it time. And time multiplies everything exponentially. So if you've sown a seed and you give it time, it grows into a tree, and that tree keeps on giving you fruits for life. If you sow money, which means you invest money, if you allow it to grow, you don't interrupt the compounding, you give it time, it grows to such a point, to such a large extent that it can change life. One investment can change your whole life. And that is what is written in the chapter, that a small innocuous investment without even knowing about it was made, and it has grown to such an extent that unless you don't read that chapter, you will not believe that this is actually possible.
I have already read your chapter and it's very nice.
Yeah.
I highly recommend all of you to buy this book called Born to Bloom, and it will definitely change your life. Delayed gratification, can you explain why?
Yeah. So again, compounding is the result of delayed gratification. Whatever you do, there is some. Experiment was done in one of the colleges abroad, and a group of students were put into a closed room, and in front of them, some sweets were put, and they were told, do not touch these sweets for the next 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour. And that was videotaped. It was actually recorded. And you can see the features of the students who are trying to control themselves, not to pick up that sweet. Somebody picked it up and then, said, no, we've been told not. So they put it back. Somebody just broke ranks and, just picked up that sweet and enjoyed that chocolate. Over a period of 20 years, these children who now have grown up were observed. All those who resisted that temptation, who delayed that instant gratification, went on to get higher scores in college, went on to become highly successful people in their business or profession. Everything became better just because they were able to delay gratification. So instant gratification versus delayed gratification. And that chapter of mine is all about delayed gratification. If you allowed yourself not to be tempted by short-term gains, there were outsized long-term gains.
And then compounding blooms. Tell me more about importance of money.
Okay. So we started with saying that, we can't live without money. And then there you hear stories where really, really rich businessmen, multi-crore people suddenly decide that they want to become monks, and then they give up everything, and then they shave their heads and, walk on the roads without slippers and lead a totally different life. These are people who've tasted the journey of not having money to reaching to a point where they have so much money that they know they will never be able to use all that money in their lifetime. And they decide totally to go on the other side. I'm saying it's very, very important to have money, but we all understand and know that at some point we will all have to leave it behind. So have money, save money, invest it, keep it for and plan for the future, but don't forget to live. Use as much as possible. Use it for yourself, for your family, for your children. Enjoy the life, and whatever is left, leave it behind.
Know the importance of vitamin M, that is money. What is the meaning of financial freedom?
So, does the concept or the word financial freedom have a number? A lot of people say if I have got 10 crores, I will be financially free. Some people will say, no, I want at least 500 crores. My company should have a turnover of 5,000 crores. Is financial freedom a number? I would say financial freedom is a place in your mind, is a thought, is a reality where you don't have a number, but you feel you've got enough. Enough that it will take care of today's needs, enough that it will take care of your foreseeable future. And if you plan to live, or you think that you are going to live for the next 20 or 25 or 30 years, if you have that much, I think you are financially free. You don't need a fancy number of 100 crores or 500 crores or X amount. Today, I can stand up and say that whatever I've got, I am financially free. There are days when I get up in the morning and I decide I don't want to go to office. There are people, office, you're not going to office, customers will go back. The customers will go back if they have work, they will come back and meet me again tomorrow. I want to have that freedom to decide today is a holiday for me. It may be a working day for everybody, it's a holiday for me. For me, that is financial freedom.
Thank you. Before I close with rapid fire questions, your one message through your chapter to the world.
Whatever you are doing, give it time. If you are investing money, give it time. Money will become wealth. If you are doing exercise, give it time. Exercise will become health. You have friends and family, give them time. Friends and family will become relationships. Whatever you are doing, whether it is for health or wealth or relationships, you need time.
Let's start with rapid fire. Deepak sir.
Yes.
One word to describe your journey so far.
Enjoyable.
What does blooming mean to you?
There are times when people tell me, what energy you have, sir. So I tell them, don't look at the color of my hair and decide my age. I am not that old. So the energy is there because I am young.
A daily ritual that keeps you going.
Meditation. And a lot of people believe that meditation is sitting down in one corner, or, closing the door and then closing your eyes and meditation. For me, even when I'm talking to you, internally something is running in the background. For me, that is meditation.
One word can you describe in 10 seconds as an advice to the world out there?
I'm a strong believer in destiny. Whatever is bound to happen is going to happen. कर्म किए जा फल की इच्छा मत करे इंसान, जैसे कर्म करेगा वैसे फल देगा भगवान.
One last question. How do you feel to be a part of Bloom?
It's my blooming life.
Thank you so much, Deepak sir, for your valuable time. Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy this series. God bless us all.